about, who's pro gaming and who's pro cloud software. So the people that are going to vote for Google, um, they're more um, apt with the company and familiar with what they do behind the scenes. And the people that vote for AMD are obviously console gamers, PC gamers, um, maybe even fans of Xilinx, and they're just for the data centers and all the stuff that AMD does. Fundamentally, they're both really good companies. I mean, there's a lot very similar about these companies, but I think what AMD has going for it is how it currently correlates to the community that's in the space. So I think it's also more affordable too. So I think when AMD wins the March Madness bracket, I think we might do something for the winner. I don't know, maybe like an AMD processor or something like that.
AMD, so very, very confident here. Now, walk me through, kind of AMD's road to victory here. It's got to go through a couple others. Let's say it does win its matchup versus Google. And I just want to get actually consensus before we go around. For everyone, it does matter, obviously, that your asset wins, but it also matters that other matchups go the way that you predict them. We're now in the Sweet 16, meaning each one of these matchups is worth 4 points. In Elite Eight, they're going to be worth 8. Final Four, they're going to be worth 16. And Championship, they're going to be worth 32. So you got to get the other ones right too. So I just want to ask, stock market news, who do you have winning this matchup, AMD versus Google?
I think this is a very, very, very tough one. Both very popular companies. I'm gonna say AMD. I think for me this is a close one. This is tough. I think AMD's got it.
Okay, SoFlo?
Yeah, I think considering it's more of a popularity thing, and there's a lot of young people around here that go for the gaming side, I think it's going to be AMD. Long term, though, I just love holding Google, but just like you said, it's
Right.
not based on exclusives. It's not based on fundamentals. So good call on stating that to begin with.
Absolutely. Gerg, who are you taking in this matchup?
I will go with Google just to be the opposite guy here.
There you go.
Of course.
Back in
Inverse
Rahul.
Kramer.
And Matt, what are you taking?
Wait, what was the match again?
AMD versus Google.
Ooh.
Yo,
AMD.
bro, what was that?
AMD. That's my thinking voice. I was like,
Bro,
Okay.
you were howling, bro. I thought
I
Great.
was calling for Wolf, baby.
bro. Yeah,
That's
I
how
was
I
like,
do it.
yeah, Wolf is the guy with the wolf. How are you howling, bro? And
Great things are going to happen when Matt makes that noise.
When I'm
if
howling at the
anyone
moon.
should be howling, is Wolf.
He sounded like Puar from Dragon Ball Z, that little floating cat,
Oh my god, yeah, that is.
or whatever that thing was.
I was also like stretching at the time, so it made it sound even like higher pitched than I anticipated. So that was kind of cool.
Right? Yeah, I thought something else.
I would go AMD, baby. Let's go all the way.
Oh my god, bro, my
Oh,
ears, bro.
nice. That's nice.
My
That was a
ears.
wolf. That was a wolf howling from YouTube, so it wasn't very pleasant.
No.
Okay. All right, AMD. Now let's pick the other side of this. All right, exclusive. So who do you think AMD is going to be facing in the Elite Eight? You got Apple versus AMC happening in the Sweet 16.
So if I can be candid here, I'm honestly not surprised AMC has made it this far because again, it is a popularity contest. But I think AMC faces its first real threat against Apple, and I think what it's going to be is, are the are the apes and the Android users going to team up and go against Apple, or are all the Mac users gonna just pile in and vote Apple? I don't know, man. I think if AMC sticks with their numbers, they can beat Apple. But that overnight session, when the Asian markets are open and they're voting, I think that might be the catalyst Apple needs to break that resistance, the psychological vote resistance, and the psychological moving average tips in its favor.
Very interesting. So stock market news. You're backing Apple here. How are you feeling with this matchup?
So I gotta say, first of all, Exclusive gave me a fantastic idea there. I'm trying to put together a little team. I feel like all the Wall Street bets are going to be coming against it, so I'm looking to build a squad so Apple can beat it. I'm going for some of those tech YouTubers or something. I'm going to be sliding into James DMs, Marquez Brownlee. Will be trying to get some of those big people in. Hey, if anyone on FinTwit wants to come and support, I'm here to back Apple. I think Apple has as good of any chances to beat AMC as any other stock out there. Largest company, everyone pretty much knows it, pretty much everyone loves it, or loves the product. Actually, that's probably a little stretch. Most people love the product and like the stock as well. So I think that we can do it. I think we can get over them. And I listen. I'm pushing hard. I'm here to push. We're gonna win. So join the train, get on, and back Apple.
Very nice. Yeah, that's a big matchup. So, Gerg, are you taking Apple or AMC?
Obviously, AMC, Wolf. Tell
I
us
know
what.
you are 4x leveraged. So
Yeah, I
it's a
think
big.
AMC.
All right. There we go. We got Steven just came in here too. Perfect. All right. Interesting one. I think we're gonna be split. Is anyone taking AMC besides Gerg on this one? Matt, you taking Apple or AMC?
I am going. I'm going Apple. I mean, 100%. I mean, my views on AMC. It's really hard to compete with the stock that's going to go negative. So, I mean, in reality, well, AMC will divide the market by zero and probably cause the whole stock market to rally to the moon. I have to go with Apple.
Very nice. SoFlo?
Yeah, well, I mean, look, just to be completely honest, it takes a rock to know that Apple is a better investment than AMC. But with that being said, the apes are very good at social media, so I'm gonna take AMC on this one.
Boom. Yeah, it's definitely back and forth. I want to put out there, by the way, for everyone that's picking a bracket, here's a little bit of alpha for you. It's super dependent on who's backing which asset as to how much love and how many votes like that asset's going to get. That's what we've seen over and over throughout this. So just a reminder, exclusives here backing AMD, Rahul from Pounding the Tables backing Google, Stock Market News backing Apple. There's actually the team over at Genzio Marketing is backing AMC. They actually just took, so I'm just putting this out there. Twitter just did their whole entire Twitter marketing, best of Twitter marketing poll where they pit brands against each other in Twitter polls from the official Twitter marketing account. And Genzio just won that whole thing for Skittles. So Skittles beat Sour Patch Kids, the actual Apple brand account on Twitter. They beat Wendy's in the final. They beat Xbox in the semis. They beat, I think, a couple of other Taco Bell. So just putting it out there. Just keep an eye on who's backing which thing here. It can't hurt. All right. I see we got a couple more contenders up here as well backing theirs. Let's go over to so we kind of made it to the Elite Eight in that section. Let's go to the other section below it. Steven, how are you feeling here? What's going on?
No, not too much, man. Doing good. So I'm backing the triple QQQQ, and I have sorry, just clearing my throat. My apologies there. I got my first real competition here against Vanguard Bros and VOO. So it's going to be a good, fiercely contested bracket or match, that's for sure. They're going to come at me with their low fees, and I'll beat them on liquidity, tech, and that we're going to innovate and plow through them on that one.
So you're going up against another, strong backer, decade investor with VOO. What do you think the strategy will be from each side to kind of pitch your asset to the winner here?
He's gonna and it's funny. Yeah, I was with it. I represented Ethereum in the first bracket against Flux. Loved it. And you put me up against my buddy Andy. Now I got to go up against my buddy Decade with VOO, and it's tough, man. It's like you just skewering me against my guys. I know Decade's gonna come at me with low fees. That he's gonna say a long-term investor over 20 years is gonna pick VOO because the compounding effect of the fees is gonna grind away at the difference. But I'm gonna come at him and say the difference is that you're loaded up and bloated with stocks that are long on deodorant, diapers, and talcum powder, and that was great in the 60s and 70s. But to get through for the next 10 to 20 years, we need technology, innovation, and new ways of doing things. We need stocks like Tesla. We need stocks like Amazon, Apple, who are going to continue to innovate and change and bring us a new way of doing things. And he'll say, well, it's because VOO has those in there already. It's more diversified. And I'll say, but you need to grow. You need to get ahead of inflation, and you need to be overweight on these companies that are going to bring the new way of doing things. And so it's going to be fierce. It's going to be probably one of your hottest head-to-head matchups so far, and I'm really looking forward to it. And I hope it doesn't get personal with Decade, and I hope we're still friends at the end of it. But it'll be a good contest, that's for sure. And also, hey, if you guys have any tips on how I could attack VOO on this, I would love to hear it. Because they're going to come at me with the diversification and the fee thing.
Steven, I would just say get 100% personal.
Let's go all personal.
Just completely.
Because Decade's
Make
23
no
years
logical
old.
attacks.
Decade's
You said it's not going to get
old, so
personal.
I can just say like, you're a young guy. What are you doing going in with a Buffett ETF? Yeah.
All right,
I love it.
Let's see if there's any other thoughts on this matchup. Let's go over to stock market news first. Actually, I'll come to you on some of these. VOO versus QQQ. How you feeling on it? 2 seed versus 3 seed.
I was laughing at the personal attack thing. That was a good comment in there. Tell me spells. Honestly, my preference here is probably just QQQ. What do I think is going to win? It always does surprise me how much more attention SPY gets on social media than VOO. So that's just kind of where my head is at with it. I think that QQQ is going to take this one out. I think SPY's still in this, right? That's the other matchup in this side, right, Luke?
Yep, it is.
That'd be worse if I have to take on VOO. If I have to take on VOO and then SPY after that, it's like one after another, like taking on the S&P 500 round after round.
Exactly. Yeah. I think you got this one though. I think I'm backing QQQ on this one. All right, well, yeah, I'm backing QQQ, but I think SPY will be a little tougher matchup.
So Evan, are you saying you think SPY is going to be what matches up against QQQ in the next round?
Who's SPY against?
SPY's against Sark.
I think SPY gets by Sark.
Okay,
go.
Yeah, I
here
agree
we go.
with you. I agree with you. I think SPY wins this.
What? Come
Yeah.
on.
We're getting full on reverse psychology.
Come on, man. Don't short yourself on your short stock.
There is a reason I almost always win, so I like to play a different game here. I like to be the opposite. Like this is a mind game. Like I need very less people to come and vote on this poll. SPY is a boring poll. This won't bring on the voters, but I will get the voters, so there's no way I lose this because SPY is boring. Almost no one will come to just vote for this. So, like these boring names, they get like 50, 100 votes. That's it. And I would say one tweet of mine should get me 2,000 votes. So there's like no competition. So go vote for SPY here.
Yeah, I like how you're thinking. Yeah, I like how you're doing the social sentiment on that one.
Yeah.
You're trying to lower the resistance.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
We should have brought it up when we had Peter up here, because he's backing SPY.
Oh, okay. He's not going to tweet over that, so there's like no backs on SPY here. So I think SPY gets like 50 votes. So
50 votes. All right. I mean, we also, by the way, have the data from previous matchups, and a lot of the ones that made it into this round were absolute blowouts. So it should be super interesting to see SPY.
Yeah. Okay, I'm looking at that right now. SPY had 500 votes, and it won with 84% lead on the last one.
Yep. That is correct. Okay. All right, Gerg. I'll throw some Sark in here for now. I think we can look at the Sark QQQ matchup.
No,
I'm down for it.
you should put up. I think spy here. No.
Spy.
What
All right.
what do the people want here? What do the people want here? Let's give the people what they want here.
The people want to see QQQ go up against Sark in the next round. That's what they want to see. They want to see active short versus passive long. And I think it'll be a terrific matchup, me and you, buddy.
I think that would be a pretty fun
one. Round. We got to get past this round. Oh, it would be so much fun.
I'm asking.
Anyone saw the Coinbase tweet right now? Coin tweet.
I did not. What is it?
Coinbase tweeted a picture saying something is coming, and they tagged Bored Ape Yacht Club, Coinbase NFT, ApeCoin, and Coinbase Wallet.
This is on their official account?
Yep.
Too bad Coinbase got knocked out in the first round by Twitter. Something is coming. Probably nothing. I wore a shirt that said probably nothing yesterday. Nice.
I think they're going to release another barcode.
Sorry to whoever I cut off there.
Maybe it's the Wall Street Bulls. Who knows? All right.
Yeah, so, who got the most votes in the poll, bro? Which poll had the most votes?
The most voted poll was Wall Street Bulls versus Bitcoin with 9,000 votes.
9,000, and was the margin like very, very big? How was the margin
Bitcoin won 51% to 49%.
How did it get so many votes and such a close lead?
Well, because what's his name? Wall Street Memes runs the Wall Street page on Instagram and blasted it out to 400,000 people.
I follow that. But how did Bitcoin get only votes then? How did Bitcoin win 51%? I thought he would win this.
It's a great question, and obviously it's very hard to tell with Twitter polls. But my assumption is a lot of people know what Bitcoin is. More people know.
Yeah. It's the same thing with that. I think that won. I think the Palantir. Did you see that Amazon Square? Amazon lost to Square somehow with a big lead too. So
what do you know?
That's something. I thought that would never happen, but it did. So.
Well, and then Square lost in the next round. So
Square lost
to Palantir.
Obviously, bro. Palantir, you can't go against Palantir. Well, like the only person that can go against Palantir and win is me.
Well, let's talk Palantir. Vegas, you want to get in here? Big matchup with Palantir versus Nvidia.
Sure. What's going on, everyone? Happy Monday. Well, PLTR, what can I say? I mean, I think, really for me, PLTR is just a long-term opportunity. And I think it's a great big data leader. And I think that longer term, I think shareholders will be really happy with this. So, and remember, this has a strong balance sheet, loads of cash under their hand and in their books, and a massive net cash position of $2.52 billion at the end of 2021. So I think the stock's very undervalued. And, the stock has had its challenges for sure. But I think it's really more for long term. I'm not really looking for something like this for, for day trade. It's not a day trade setup right now. I think it's good for long-term investing. Obviously, everyone do your due diligence, but I'm really, for me, comparison to Nvidia. I mean, Nvidia is also very strong too, and a good company. I just think that PLTR has more. Like, I'm looking for the big bang for the dollar, and I think that I'll get more. I'll be rewarded better, I think, trading PLTR longer term, and I think that it's a growing company. And there's a lot of demand, I think, for the product, for their government and military tailor-made products. And I think that a lot of analysts are positive on this. I think we'll definitely see some action on this. I charted it this past weekend because I also track all the money flow. We are still seeing some dark pool money coming into PLTR. So there is money flow coming in. So I definitely want to see this break 1350. And then if it does, we could see a nice move towards like $16. So I think that'll be pretty nice if we can get this to make a move, maybe, anytime I'm just like sitting and waiting for it, and there'll be a great day trade too if it breaks 1350 for sure. It'll be like there'll be some definite momentum in the stock. But yeah, I mean, listen, I'm with a tough competitor. Nvidia, is a great company as well. But I think in terms of I can get a lot more shares of PLTR versus Nvidia. I think Nvidia is a little too rich for my liking, unless I went into the options strategy. But I think from a commons perspective, I'm really loving PLTR, and I think it'll be really nice. I think the stock will soar and do very well, especially this year. I think I'm really looking forward to seeing where this is going to go. But I'm definitely looking for this to make a nice comeback this year for sure.
Love it. So as a reminder, this is a pretty massive matchup. A lot of people have Nvidia going, not just past year, but really all the way. I think this is one of the ones that ended up super split. So I'm trying to pull up the data, but while I am, I just want to hear some other thoughts. Exclusive. Want to weigh in here on Nvidia versus Palantir? You there, X? All right, no worries.
Maybe he's not there.
I agree with him.
There you go.
Whatever he said, I agree with him.
There you go. Stock
So
market news,
meaning,
right?
yep.
I think he likes PLTR better, but let's hear what he says.
I agree with what Greg said.
Yep, it's a no-brainer. Nvidia will win this. I think stock market and exclusive agree with me. So
here's a little
bit of data, guys.
Here's a little bit of data as to like how really kind of messed up people's brackets are, just so you know. So of this matchup, it looks like about 60% of people in this matchup, right, in the Sweet 16, actually had Amazon winning. Didn't make it. So 60% of brackets were knocked out right there. Another 5-ish% had O winning. So they're knocked out. Now let's look at Palantir real quick. Palantir took... Oh, maybe this was the previous round because I'm seeing Nvidia next hit. Okay, so that was 60% had Amazon, I guess, winning in the round of 32. That was not Sweet 16. I am now on Sweet 16 data. Sorry, this is just a lot of raw data that I'm just kind of sorting through as we're talking. So Amazon still was pulling a lot of this. What'd you say?
I said, while you're looking for a lot of data, I wanted to give you an extra second in there. I know I was joking when I was saying the Gerd thing. I actually do own both Palantir and Nvidia. I do own more Nvidia, so that is where I'll be leaning on this one. But I'm excited for this one. I think that the matchups we got now are all amazing and crazy. I think that this one definitely piques my interest up there the most.
So Nvidia has this is not like, this doesn't count towards who's going to win, but this is just bracket submitted. Nvidia has 35% of the Sweet 16 of those brackets right there submitted, and that compares to PLTR, which actually only has 35% versus PLTR, which has 9.8%. So only 9.8% actually had picked PLTR to win this matchup in their original one, and then other people picked like SE, RDFN. I guess Shop was in there at one point. That's what I'm seeing. That's interesting. I forgot about Shop. I guess I lost in the first, right, to Nvidia. So yeah, that would be, PLTR makes it through. That is 10% of brackets still that have PLTR running. Looking good. All right, let's get just a couple other thoughts.
Yeah, Wolf, which one has the worst odds right now?
The worst odds to win it all?
Yeah.
Of the ones that are left?
Yeah.
Something tells me it's Sark.
And take a look though. Do we have numbers?
Yeah, I do. But also, I just want to say these are not odds to win. This is just brackets that picked it.
Yep.
So taking a look real quick. I actually want to check PayPal too. I feel like that one's going to be super low, in my opinion. So taking a look at PayPal.
I think 4 and 8 might be down there too, honestly.
All right, so PayPal only had, let's see. PayPal had very low, very low. This is PayPal's still in it. Now, obviously, it's about to go up against Tesla. 0.6% of brackets picked PayPal as a winner of the whole thing. Let's look at Sark real quick. I mean, it's more than PayPal, I'll tell you that.
How, bro?
Sark has, right now, picked to win it for the whole thing. Sark has 3.2%
Do you know what number though?
of all brackets. No, I'm looking at like percentages right now, but I
And
can
how
go back.
many brackets did we have though? 10,000?
It's a decent sample size. It's in the thousands. So, and
5,000?
we're also gonna have a little bit more, but we're gonna have more coming in. I actually am getting an updated data set today because we also have Second Chance coming in from now. Now, obviously,
yeah, okay.
but the one other one that I wanted to pull out here that I think could have pretty small, I just wanted to check with the Bored Ape, like he said, to see how many of them made it to the end. Yeah, it looks like it's less than Sark. More people pick
So
Sark than Bored.
Sark is winning right now. Damn.
Well, you just asked like for lowest.
Yep, yeah. I mean, Sark is better than PayPal then.
Okay, so yeah, so it's PayPal, Bored Ape, Sark right now of ones that are left as to how many people pick them is what I believe. I haven't checked Palantir. I don't think Palantir is going to be tiny, but I don't think it's going to be large. To be quite honest, a lot of people picked Tesla and like a lot of people picked ETH. So yeah, Palantir actually really didn't get that many people picking it to go all the way to the end. It got less than, oh, wow. Yeah, Palantir actually is the second last. It has 2.1% picked it to win it all.
So which one has the most right now to still in?
It's got to be Tesla. I can look at the percentages, but I'm just like scrolling here, and there's just a lot of Tesla.
Anyone who is 100% correct so far in the bracket?
To be honest, I don't know. There's a scoring algorithm that it's just a code, and I'm just gonna run it like once the matchups are decided.
Can you run it right now?
I can't because my dev is the one who actually has it. When I say I'm gonna run things, it means I'm gonna send a message to my dev asking them to do something. It doesn't mean I actually have technical skills. I did not actually. Let me proclaim. I did not actually write that code. It's not mine, but I do hire the dev that did it.
Does the code work, Wolf?
Yeah, it works. I mean, to mind you, we did this last year and we ran it last year, and I did like manual double checking of everything last year. Also, so Tesla has 18% of people picking it. Okay. Like I said, this was the most surprising part of this was it's super, super diversified as to what people think is actually going to win the whole thing. There really wasn't a runaway. Tesla at 18% is the largest, I believe. ETH, I actually thought it had more, but does not seem to have that many. Apple has a decent amount. I mean, it really just ended up being split, like super, super split all around. Nothing took more than 20%. Tesla was the highest, I believe, and then maybe I don't even know if anything really came close, to be quite honest.
Hey, quick comment. I want to come in. Two things. One, first of all, the second chance brackets are back open right now. If you missed that, the initial one, and you want to know what we're talking about, click the link or the tweet pinned up in the nest above. We have a $5,000 grand prize. Whoever fills this out the most. It is literally like 2 minutes of work. I just want to give a huge shout out to StockTwits that just came up here sponsoring the event. Honestly, probably the perfect person to do it with us. This is a social sentiment tournament.
Yeah.
This is a social sentiment app. Like, this is such a great partnership. We're together. Give a huge shout out to StockTwits for helping us put this together. $5,000 grand prize right now. So 2 minutes of work.
What's up, StockTwits?
Jeez.
I know Tommy's on the account, but Tommy told me he's in meetings right now, so he brought the account in, but I don't think he can talk. But shout out to him for bringing in the account. He's going to talk with us on some more spaces. I threw them on a bunch of spaces throughout this week. But I heard Gerg. I heard LMNOP is the top trending ticker actually on StockTwits today.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised, bro. It's number one everywhere. LMNOP.
It's doing numbers.
Yep. What about ABC? Are you guys long ABC?
No, screw that stock. Okay, wait. So let's bring it. So real quick, Vegas, we heard your side. Matt's in the other room next to me, but he's not on right now, so we are not going to hear the Nvidia side just now. But I want to just go around and just have everybody give me like, you don't need to give me a bunch of justification. Just tell me what your pick is. SoFlo, what are you picking?
With what though? What the options are?
Palantir versus Nvidia.
Okay.
SoFlo? Hearing that.
SoFlo said he sent me a DM. He says Nvidia.
Okay, Steven?
I want to see the
Freaking
DM. Let me see
hilarious.
screenshot.
Yeah.
Gergaven, let me see screenshot.
Pin the DM in the nest. Yeah.
Show the proof. I want to see the evidence of the DM.
The problem is I don't post DMs for people. Like it's a bad thing to do, guys. Like you should never do
Bad
that.
habit. Yeah.
My man literally posted a DM. One of our DMs. Like, go. All right.
I think I picked Nvidia on this, but I actually love Palantir as a stock. I hold it myself. Sell calls on it like a religion. And I would love to know from Vegas if you were going to pick a leap on a long call, what you would pick on that one. But from a bracket, I picked Nvidia to take this one.
It is a big matchup. I know Vegas is going to go hard, which makes me want to lean PLTR. But I do think it is the underdog in the matchup.
You know, Stephen, to answer your question, you know, from an options perspective, I mean, the volume is actually phenomenal on the January 2023 $15 calls. I mean, the volume is great today, over 877 contracts, and those look great. And even fabulous volume, even for like 2024, same strike, $15. So I think those definitely those are the leaps for sure. That I would love or definitely consider, especially if you like to trade the leaps for sure. I mean, I love the 2024s. I mean, they're a little pricier. You know, the $15 are like $3.55 each. And then obviously the ones for January 2023, those are only $2. $2 each, so obviously much cheaper, but obviously a year less of time. But you know what, I mean, I love the volume on the January 2023. Very exciting, very attractive, very enticing. It's like, you know what, that looks really good, for especially when it hasn't had the move just yet. So I do believe for sure the stock's under accumulation, and people are definitely accumulating the leaps as well. So I won't be surprised to see this blow up when it goes over 1350. Gonna be some fireworks for sure. And yeah, I love that you're long on the stock too. I mean, that's just really loving everything about it.
Yeah, I love it. And your idea that it has a better risk reward profile than Nvidia from an investment point is spot on. From a sentiment, I think Nvidia wins this, but I love it. And you're right, like the $15 call option for January. Pick a year. That's going to be in the money eventually. Like there's, come on, I guess this thing's going to ride. So I love it. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah, you're welcome. And you know what? I think those will be in the money, even though they're January. I think they'll be in the money this month. So like the month of April, I won't be surprised to see PLTR break 1350 like anytime this month. And definitely will be beautiful in the money, because I'm looking for this to go towards $16 this month. So that'll be a nice payday anyways, even if you didn't want to hold it. But I think it's going to be great. So yeah, definitely good luck to PLTR traders. I think great risk reward, definitely. But yes, I am facing a tough competitor. Nvidia is tough. So, you know, definitely good luck to everyone. But PLTR, you know, has a lot of risk reward, and really looking forward to see if it can advance to the next round.
Yep. So Vegas, SoFi, Steven, Bullish, all of them are voting for Nvidia, and I will join with them too. So make sure to vote for Nvidia as the winner against Palantir in this round.
All right, exclusive. I Vegas.
Yeah.
There you go.
Go
I know
ahead,
it's a reverse psychology. Yo, X. I see your hand up. Also, great Pepe meme in the Discord.
You like that one?
I do like
That's
that.
literally what the market's like.
I have not seen that before. That's good.
Yeah, so, you know, So I like I like PLTR long as far as a leap play. I would say that based on a technical perspective, leaps would be the way to go because you might see a short-term 3 to 6 month pullback before the higher move, and what that would be based on is 100% an Elliott wave. So we would see a move potentially. I'm not saying this would happen, potentially towards the 850 to $9 range before it goes to 15 or 25. So calls for next year and the year after would ideally be my way to play it if I was long on it. Um, and that's where I would start accumulating some shares for my common portfolio if I was to long Palantir. So and I do like Nvidia too, and that's a pretty tough competitor, like she said. But no, I like leaps on it for a year or two out for sure.
Okay, so who are you taking in this matchup?
AMD.
It's not an option though.
Yeah, you got to pick on this side of the bracket too.
There's no option. It's Nvidia and Palantir. I would go with Nvidia as well.
So on this side of the bracket, I would say Tesla, Nvidia, Ape, and Ethereum.
Okay, very interesting. All right, let's actually use that to bring this into this next matchup. We don't have either side here backing, but I just want to touch on it for a second. Bored Ape Yacht Club, it's pretty much the NFT project that everyone knows. It made it through its first 2 rounds. It's going up against Dogecoin, again, also a very popular name, all over Twitter. Both have pretty cult-like followings, to be honest. Actually was at a Bored Ape party yesterday. So I mean, I've seen, there's in-person events, there's other stuff, and then I'm sure we've seen Doge all over our timelines. So I just want to go around, just get if anybody kind of has any thoughts on what they're picking here for this matchup. Gerg, I know you said Bored Ape.
So let me double check 1 second. So this is the bracket with who and who?
This is Bored Ape Yacht Club versus Dogecoin. It is the bottom left side of this. It is in the crypto and NFT section. It is the last NFT left, is Bored Ape Yacht Club.
As a quick addition, Greg is backing Dogecoin.
Yes, Greg and Tim are backing Dogecoin. Bored Ape Yacht Club doesn't have an official backer.
So this is Doge versus Bored Ape Yacht Club, correct?
Yep.
I think Bored Ape Yacht Club might win this.
All right, I need to make sure that you're not reverse psychologying because I actually want your interest in this matchup.
Let's go with Doge. Let's go with Doge.
Oh, all right, wonderful. Now I have no idea.
Yeah, okay. No, I will go and back whatever Greg is backing.
Okay, there's Doge. All right, Steven, how about you?
This is a toss-up. This is like two cult followings going at it. I gotta go with Doge on this one. Has a little more. But this is super tight one. I almost want to just pull a pass on this one that I don't know. It's a toss up. I think I picked Doge to win this one, but two cults. Which one has the best rituals? I don't know. Pick one and go with it. If Bored Ape doesn't have a backer, I'd probably go with the one that does have a backer because they're gonna have some social media push behind it. And it sounds like Doge has two of them and the other doesn't. So go with that one.
Okay. Let's see. Vegas?
Which one am I voting on? What are the two?
It is Dogecoin versus the Bored Ape Yacht Club.
Oh my gosh. I'm gonna say, I was a Doge investor. I'm no longer in the Doge because I switched over to SHIB. But I will say that there's still a lot of action that we keep hearing about Doge, especially with Elon Musk being involved, and I believe he's on the Doge. He's on like some board, and he showed it at the Gigafactory with a little drone thing. So I'm gonna have to say Doge.
Did you see that the drone?
Yeah, that was really cool.
That was pretty cool. Hey, yeah.
First, I thought it was like little Shiba because he's got a Shiba dog, but then I had to do a double take. It was a Doge.
Yeah, if anyone hasn't seen it, go take a look at it. The drone, it's like this big. He lit up the sky with the.
Yeah, that was really cool.
It was pretty cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right. stock market news. Would you like to weigh in next?
So I said it a little earlier. I am a big believer in Greg, and I'm going to back anything that Greg does. So I'm going Doge on this one. I do have a quick comment. You guys are talking about the light show, the drone show, which first of all was absolutely awesome. I would double down on that. Go and check it out. I do have a comment though. Like maybe I have to say this a couple times on these spaces. I really love Tesla. I'm a big fan of Elon Musk, but in my mind, all the events and stuff that they're putting on is marketing expense. I think that they're kind of skirting around it. That drone show, which they probably paid a bunch for, in my mind, is a marketing expense. So I don't know if I was the only one that was thinking that, but yeah, that was interesting. 10 out of 10, great marketing expense, but I think it is marketing.
How do we wait? So you're picking Doge. Sounds like everybody's pretty consensus here. Let's move to the last crypto matchup, and the last one that I have yet to fill out on my board is Bitcoin versus Ethereum. Steven, you want to weigh in on this one first?
Love to. This is like my two babies going at it. It's hard to pick one. I'm going to go Ethereum on it, but Bitcoin has. I mean, it's got the most wallet addresses. It's the king cryptocurrency of them all. But Ethereum is more useful. It has more utility. More people can, we're just talking about NFTs. Well, largely that's all done on the Ethereum blockchain. USDT is an ERC20 token. Most of these cryptocurrencies are on Ethereum. We got high gas fees because it is so used and useful. And so I think Ethereum's got the backing on this. Who's the social side of it? Who's pushing this one on Ethereum?
So it's actually SoFlo. SoFlo's up here. And it's also, in addition with SoFlo, it is casual. It's one sec. Let me make sure I don't butcher. It's stock chart art. Casualty war. So SoFlo, we got you up here on the east side, and then Jack from Alpha Charts is on the Bitcoin side.
Yeah, I mean, hey, it's you got to learn how to walk before you run, right? And that's kind of what Bitcoin was to Ethereum. But with that being said, I mean, everyone wants to see, Robin surpass Batman at times, right? And with Ethereum, I don't even want to call Ethereum Robin, because at the end of the day, the type of influence that Ethereum has had on the market overall is much more significant, in my opinion. Yes, one would argue that Bitcoin was the king of it all, started it all. I mean, that is true, but at the end of the day, it's really about what innovated and what really changed the game, and that was Ethereum. I mean, even I hold both. So even if we look at Bitcoin, it took Bitcoin about, what was it? Since 2016 to 2021, it rallied about 7,600%. So that's about what, five years to do so. With almost half of that time, so from 2017 to 2021 for Ethereum, it rallied approximately 27,000%. Which is obviously way more. So that is why I believe that it has had a much heavier influence on the overall market as well, because you don't see movements like that. That is once in a lifetime type, setups. So I do choose Ethereum. I back it. And obviously, I do think a lot of, as far as the social sentiment goes, a lot of people have been involved with Ethereum a lot more than Bitcoin, even so, especially within the last 2 years. So I do believe that the social sentiment will continue to rely on Ethereum more than Bitcoin.
How are the choices on this one coming out? Well, like between the two, because I think a lot of people did pick them to come head to head in this round.
Yeah, my assumption is a good amount of people did pick them to come head to head.
Yeah.
Let's take a look real quick. So, mind you, these were two of the most picked to win it all.
Damn.
So let's see. Okay. I see the round of 32 matchup, and here we go. All right. So in the Sweet 16, out of the submitted brackets from the first time around, these are not including second chance brackets. We have Bitcoin taking, let's see, and mind you that there's other assets, right, that like could be in this, like like a Wall Street Bulls or something, right? So like it's not going to be 100% of the matchup here, but we have Bitcoin taking 38% of the matchup. 38% have Bitcoin winning, and ETH has, let's see. Oh, all right, one sec. I just went past the amount. So 38%, and then ETH has wow, it's actually very similar. It's 38%. So it's ETH had literally like, I mean, it was like 0.5 or something more submitted for it, but yeah, they were basically right there, both 38%.
Who's backing ETH?
I am.
is
So I have no clue who is backing BTC, so I'll go and support my boss SoFlo here. So everyone go vote for Ethereum.
My man.
I
Okay,
think
but
Ethereum, I
is
think
this
Ethereum
one of
might be
your
my pick
reverse?
here too.
Is this one of your reverse mind things though?
Maybe.
Yeah, we
yeah,
can't
exactly.
now.
Who's backing Bitcoin? Who's
I
not
have
in
no
Bitcoin?
clue.
Because
I have no
they have
clue.
a religion.
Bitcoin is being backed by Jack from its Alpha Chart
Yeah,
365.
I have no clue about that, so I support SoFlo here.
There you go. Exclusive, what are you taking? Bitcoin versus Ethereum.
No, he sent me a DM. He said Ethereum, so
I can neither confirm nor deny these claims. I like Ethereum.
Okay, a lot of ETH here. Vegas?
Yeah, I love Ethereum. So definitely that's my pick.
Nice. Stock market news? You with the consensus?
Gerg, did he send you a DM?
yep, he did.
All right.
He said
He said
Ethereum,
he's
bro.
also doing
Yeah,
Ethereum.
Yep.
exactly.
All right. He
Oh,
just
okay. So I just got a DM from StockTech too. So StockTech say Ethereum too. So here we go.
There we
stock
go.
X,
No, StockTwits.
stock with.
Yeah,
Boom.
whoa,
He's
whoa.
like just
You said
merging
something
accounts
else.
together,
Yeah.
saves time.
Yeah, I was like, okay. He's just like, everybody has group DM'd me. With
Yeah,
this
I
shit.
see a DM from SoFlo Bullish too, bro. Everyone in the audience is DMing me too. They all want Ethereum to win.
What did my DM say?
It says Ethereum too, Stefan, bro. I see you, bro. I see you, bro.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, Ethereum will win and Bitcoin. That makes no sense, but I will go with him.
Okay,
Spell the difference.
All right, let's go into some of these next round matchups now. I think the